Hey there, YouTube. Hello, subscribers. Did you guys miss me? All week long, I barely posted anything. This weekend, I am off, and I am giving you guys some content, aren't I? Well, here's the other video I promised you, and that is my recommendations of things to bring with you when you get your own truck. A lot of this stuff is really obvious. Some of it's kind of strange. Some of it's kind of cool. So, hope you enjoy the video. Hope some of it helps, and hopefully you guys can get a few of the things and make yourselves a little bit more comfortable and on the road and be prepared for what's to come. So first, to start off with, bring your medicine cabinet. Bring all the stuff that you use at home. Bring deodorant. Bring toothpicks, floss sticks. Bring Q-tips. Pain relievers. I'd highly recommend one of these travel boxes, travel soap boxes, though that comes in very handy when having a shower. I like my nails clean, so I've got myself a couple of nail scrubbers to clean out the inside of my nails. Shaving cream, some hand lotion. I have this bottle here, but this is all my multivitamins and Tums. We eat a lot of junk out here on the road. You might get some heartburn, get some Tums. Speaking of, also get Pepto-Bismol. Bring that with you as well. But don't forget to take your vitamins. We eat a lot of junk on the road. Need to get some nutrients and good vitamins. So get some multivitamins. I highly recommend Optimum Nutrition's Optimin multivitamins. They're very good. Other things I would recommend, I'm gonna go over here. It's about having to clean hands and clean nails. I highly recommend getting vinyl gloves. Got a couple boxes here. Highly recommend those. And that's also good for when you're pumping gas. Put those on. What I also do is I wear these underneath my work gloves to help keep those nails clean. I also recommend getting these little tiny hooks to hook things onto. My trainer's wife had that idea, put them in the trainer's truck, and man, this is brilliant. Also recommend, as you can see here, back scratcher. You're out on the road, your back itches, you can't scratch it, you're driving, you grab your handy back scratcher, you can get your scratch on. This one's a funny story. I have this signed by a good friend of mine named Taylor. She signed it for me as I was leaving from working with her. It says, "To Paul, you're doing a great job. I'm going to miss you. Love, Taylor." And there's her signature. A good friend of mine. Miss her. Hey, Taylor. Hope all is well. Also, what this thing is wonderful for, you're able to reach things while you're driving that you can't reach with your hands. So, for example, the sunshades. I'm driving. Sun's setting down in the west. I can put this one down just fine. I can reach the middle one just fine, but I cannot reach that far run. Not anymore. Bam. Able to reach it. And then sun went all the way down. Put that puppy back up. And I could put that guy back up. And boom. I hang it right back up. And it's good to go. So another things I would recommend, let's see, I'm kind of jumping all over the place here. I would also recommend, big time, is this next item, and that is rubber flip-flops for showering. The showers at truck stops are cleaned after every use, but can't imagine all the things that go on in the trucker showers. So I highly recommend getting rubber flip-flops to shower in. And on that note, I also would recommend bringing a carry-on luggage. I use this for all my clean clothes when I go shower. I put what I call my shower bag, where I had all those all the stuff I was showing you at the very beginning here. I have that in a shower bag. I'm gonna just go down here and show you. Get a little shower bag, keeps all your necessities in there. So I throw this in my luggage. I got clean clothes in my luggage. I put my my rubber flip-flops in my luggage, and I'm good to go. Another thing I would recommend getting is a rain suit, I guess you would call it. I got this one off of Amazon. It's got the jacket, and it's got the pants. We are a flatbed company, so you're out there in the rain quite often. So I use that to help keep the rain off of me a bit. I would also recommend one of these little fans. These are off of Amazon. This little thing has some power, and it's connected to a USB port. You know, so you don't want to idle your truck too much to keep your miles per gallon pretty high. So plug this in, stay nice and cool when you're waiting for your load. Another thing I would recommend would be a duffel bag, a really big duffel bag. This is going to be needed for all your clean clothes when you are done for the weekend at home and you've washed all your clean clothes. You got a nice duffel bag to pile all your stuff in and take into your truck for the week. Also, when you're with your trainer's truck, you're pretty much living out of a duffel bag. So get yourself a duffel bag, and you can store all your clothes in it. Let's see, what else do I got for you guys? What else? Cases of water. Bring cases of water for out with you, because you never know what could happen out on the road. You need a couple of cases of water to stay hydrated. And I just looked at something also I wanted to recommend. I'd recommend a good pair of sunglasses. We're out here on the road. We're going to be facing the sun a lot. That sun is brutal on the eyes. Get a good pair of sunglasses. These are a nice pair of Oakleys I really enjoy. I really don't like sunglasses. They never really look good on me, but these Oakleys, they look good on me. So speaking of sunglasses, I would also recommend getting some yellow tinted goggles, yellow tinted protective eyewear. The reason I recommend yellow is because when you're driving at night, a lot of people have extremely bright headlights on their cars, and I'm guilty of it on my personal car. But there's a lot of trucks out here that have really bright headlights, a lot of cars. So when their oncoming traffic has those lights, it's really kind of hurts the eyes. And then also when they're passing you, it reflects off the side mirror right into your eyes. So I would recommend these. That would help get that blue light not be so bright. Another thing I would recommend is one of these flashlights. It's called Intercore E4K. This puppy is bright. Love it. It's a great little flashlight. I've put a bungee at the very back of my trailer, and I put this inside the bungee facing back so I can. One time I was backing up at my slinky coil load that I showed you guys when I had that big yellow crane taking the load off my trailer. I had to back up earlier that morning, and I could not see a darn thing behind me. It was so dark. I put a bungee at the back of my trailer. I put that flashlight on the bungee, and I was able to see. So that was really cool. So another thing I would recommend are these blue shop paper towels. They sell them at Walmart. I believe it's in the automotive section. These are very good to have. Very, very good to have. Another thing I would recommend, this job is not all about just driving and delivering loads. There is paperwork involved. I recommend just a little folder to keep your current paperwork in, and that way it does not fly out the window whenever you are driving. If you decide to roll down your window, happened to a friend of mine, not going to name any names, so I would recommend that. And on that note, I would also recommend getting a 12-month folder with paper for your paperwork, and that way if paperwork is needed later on in the year, you're able to circle back to it, find the paperwork, scan it in for corporate if they happen to need it. So I would highly recommend that. Another thing I would recommend, since I'm down here, is a little vacuum. This vacuum actually kicks butt. I just got it last weekend. This is a Bissell Pet Hair Eraser. It's got a nice big suction area, nice big nozzle, and it covers a lot of space while vacuuming. And so far, I've been impressed with it. So I would recommend one of those. Trying to see what else while I'm sitting back here. I got a couple of truck stuff that I want to point out, but all right, well, I guess I can't think of anything else in here. So let's go outside, show you a couple of things. Well, actually I see one. I would recommend getting one of these bad boys. It's expensive, but this is a cooler that also seconds as an air conditioner. So it's got a plug. You plug it in. I got the cigarette lighter plug. You turn it on, and what it does is it circulates the water from the bottom of this thing, turns it into cold air, and blows it out the nozzle here, or the vent here. This thing comes out and can extend out to wherever you need it. And I also got a 4-foot extension tube to go even farther. So I'd recommend getting one of those. It is pricey, but it will be very helpful and very worth it in the summertime. Especially since, TMC is very, puts a lot of emphasis on miles per gallon. So you don't want to run and idle your truck all night long for some air conditioning. Get one of those, I got to worry about it. It'd be nice and cool. So another thing I would recommend would make your life so much easier out on the road is a strap winder. You can see my load here. I've got all kinds of straps. It's going to take forever to roll those up by hand, but you get one of these strap winders, you put it here, you spin this, and you are done in about a minute or even less than a minute of strap winding. Another thing I would recommend here is a Mr. Long Arm. This is good for reaching things, putting up edge protectors on the top of loads, especially insulation loads that you're not able to reach up there. It extends. Right now, I think it's like an 6 foot, something like that. I'm only 5'4", so but it also extends. This loosens, and this pulls out. You're gonna need a T-shaped PVC pipe. This is a 1/4 inch. Make sure you get the one that has the threading in the bottom portion here. That way it screws right onto the Mr. Long Arm. You are gonna need to use a saw or something to cut a slit. This is where the edge protector would go, and then you're able to reach up and put it on your load. So that is something else I recommend. And other than that, I feel like I'm missing something, and I'm missing something real cool, but that is all I can think of right now. So hope that video helps. Hope you guys like it. Oh, nope. I just thought of something. And it's the weird one. It's the one that one of my subscribers asked about. One of his first questions to me, actually, was about this. And I'm talking about Sergeant Slaughter. You know who you are, sir. He asked, what do you recommend, or what do I use in a case of an emergency? I'm talking about a restroom emergency. So I got myself a Trip Tips Outdoors portable toilet. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is weird, but we all do it. Okay? So it comes with a little foldable toilet. You would take a plastic garbage bag, which I have right here. You would fill that up. open the garbage bag, stuff it. It's got a toilet seat. You would put it around, and there you go. This does, I'm only using one hand here, but this does completely fill up this toilet seat, and you're able to use the toilet. That is for number 2. Number 1, we all do it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. We all do it. I use one of these. It's big. It can hold a lot. It's got a big opening, so I don't need to worry about aiming. And I just pretty much every time I go to the restroom or every time I go to take a shower, I take this with me. I rinse it out. I put soap in it, shake it around a lot, and get it all cleaned up and freshened up. So that was personal, and that was weird. I'm sorry, but we all do both of those things. So just wanted to give out some recommendations for that. Oh, I see a couple of more things here that I would recommend. I would recommend some earplugs. It gets real loud out on the road. Sometimes you need to put on some earplugs to help you sleep. I would also recommend a pocket knife. Sometimes you got to cut stuff, and that's always good to have. So other than that, I don't know what else there is. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care, smile, you have a nice one. All right, so there was a couple more things. That I did forget. One of them are knee pads. I would recommend getting knee pads. You are rolling up tarps. Some people are able to just squat down and do it. I put my knees on the ground, and so knees on concrete is not very comfortable. So I got a couple of pairs, or a pair of knee pads. I would recommend you doing the same. Another thing I would recommend would be a back seat organizer. You're able to keep a few miscellaneous things in there. This is where I hang up my hard hat, my high visible vest. I hang here. That way it's not on the ground. So I love that. That gives me a little bit more space to have some storage space. Another thing I'd recommend, and I'm trying to turn it on here as I'm speaking, is a helmet light. Look at this bad boy. It's 360 degrees. And this is good for being outside in the dark. Let's say you get to park up at a customer the night before they open and it is dark. You go out there, but you want to strap or unstrap and maybe untarp. More than likely just unstrap and get everything prepared for the morning, so it'll be less to do in the morning, and the quicker you get unloaded, the quicker you can get another load. But you can't see, you got that light on your helmet, boom, you can see. So that is something I would recommend. I actually got a lot of compliments on that thing. It looks silly, but I've been at construction sites and people were like, whoa, what is that? Where'd you get it? Where did I got it? I got it from Amazon. So check it out. It's called the Halo 360, I believe. I'm trying to find the name, but oh, here we go. Illuma Gear, and I believe it's called the Halo. So very cool item. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and so I would highly recommend getting that too. All right, those were a couple things that I forgot in my first little portion of the video. So that should do it. Have a good one, you guys. Bye-bye. Well, I forgot something else. Forgot a seat cushion. Get yourself a seat cushion. These seats are not the softest in the world, and you're sitting there for a very long time. Get yourself a seat cushion. In my case, there's a fart cushion and a booster seat. Absolutely a booster seat. Anyways, okay, that should be it. Bye, you guys.